Rambler. Okay, Jimmy Martin wrote it. Tony Rice sang it too, and it's a great song, and it's an example of what I want to talk about today, which is where did the bounce go in bluegrass? And so, bluegrass is born in 1945, and if you think of music in 1945 in America, the first thing that probably comes to mind is like swing music, post-war swing music, Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me, that stuff. And then the stuff that follows that is this early rock and roll in the 50s. And so if you're growing up in that era, this swing rhythm is just baked into the culture. It's just baked into popular culture. Okay? And a lot of, not all the early bluegrass music, but a lot of bluegrass music, especially in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s, has a bounce to it that has a swing feel to it. I think J.D. Crow's banjo playing has a bounce to it, a swing. And I think Tony Rice's early guitar playing, when he was playing with J.D., also has that same bounce. And that makes sense because they're playing as a band. So I feel like all that goes together. So when I hear this song, Don't Fall in Love with Me Darling, I'm a Rambler, it has a bounce to it. And I'll try to sing it up. It's too high for me to sing. I'll probably sing it an octave lower. It won't sound great. Don't fall in love with me, darling, I'm a rambler. Although you're the sweetest sweetheart in this world. Right? Now here's an example. That has a really nice feel, okay? Really nice groove to it that maybe mine, but definitely Tony's and the whole band, okay? And it's a slowish tempo. Now, I'm going to, for example, play that as if it's perfectly straight eighth notes, okay? Don't fall in love with me, darling, I'm a rambler. Although you're the sweetest sweetheart in this world. That is not the same vibe, right? Let me go back to the other one. Don't fall in love with me, darling, I'm a rambler. Although you're the sweetest sweetheart in this world. Switching to straight eighth notes. Switching back to swing. Back. So it's a subtle difference. It's a really even division of the beat. Or like a da 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 da, like a, that swing. What is swing? Well, I think it was Billy Joel that said it best. What's the matter with the clothes I'm wearing? Can't you do? See how that rhythm has a dun 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 dun? Okay. What if I play that straight? Same tempo, same notes, totally different feel. Okay, so why does this matter? I think it matters, first of all, to know that it exists so you can decide how you want to play. Okay. Whether you want to have some swing or some bounce in your playing. Second of all, I think it matters because I think the swing holds a lower tempo. I think the tendency of playing straight eighth notes has a tendency to want the tempo to be faster. So if you want to play at a slower tempo, I think it benefits from having a little bit of a swing rhythm. So let's listen to this. I'm going to play a little bit of a fiddle tune. I'll do, Billy in the Low Ground, okay? Here's completely straight. Sounds fine. It works like that. There's nothing wrong with that. Here's swing. Okay? So to me that feels more natural, but it's completely a matter of taste. It's completely a matter of taste. If you like one, great, go with that. And if the band you're playing with, everybody's playing like that, and you want to groove together, great, go with that. Okay, but I do think that a slow song, as you're learning, to my ears, it sounds better with a little bit of swing. Like if I go really slow on that song. Now that same tempo straight. Whoa. The feel just goes away. Switch back to swing. It could live there. So see what I mean? So I think that's one reason tempos have creeped up over the years with bluegrass and songs are being played faster. First of all, people just have a lot of time to learn right now and good information off YouTube and everything. But I think the other element is that if you play only straight all the time, only straight eighth notes, the tempos tend to creep up. Okay, so that's one reason. But here's another thing about the bounce. Since swing is based on a triplet rhythm, that's what swing is. It's like do da do da do da do da do da do da triplet, 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 triplet. When you have a swing rhythm, it's easier, in my opinion, to put triplets in the song, which is a neat rhythm to add. And I would say that when Tony, this is just from my listening, okay, I'm not an expert on Tony Rice, okay, but this is from my listening. When he's younger, he plays more triplets, okay? And I think the reason is the music had more of a bounce, and the triplets naturally fall into the bounce. By the time we get to Tony Rice Plays and Sings Bluegrass or Cold on the Shoulder, I don't hear any triplets on those albums. But when we hear Honey You Don't Know My Mind, or we hear Don't Give Your Heart to Me, I'm a Rambler, those have a triplet feel. And I think both those songs have a bounce to them. They have a swing to them. And so then I think you're naturally led to do some triplets because the triplet feel is a bounce. Okay? So when we've got this, triplet-a-da-da, triplet-a-da-da. Here's the big triplet stuff. Triplet. So I think that those triplets kind of fall easier because the song already has a bounce to it. Okay, so interesting things. I just think it's curious. I think it's curious that I don't know exactly when that went away. I would guess that it went away with kind of the advent of computer recording in the 90s, where everything became more lined up with the metronome. But that's my guess. But anyway, let's see. I'll play a few takes on "Don't Give Me Heart to a Rambler." And I've already played Tony's a few times, so maybe I'll play what I might play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.